Hello and good morning. Very extreme morning. It's like 8 hours until the actual morning starts. But alright, let's go through here and see if anyone's getting any cool new stuff. So this guy is going to continue primarily investing in his skill slots because he will be a lizard class down the line, and those have not quite become a thing yet. This one has... I kind of want to do this just because, just notice, is it carrying over the mouse? No, it isn't. Okay. That and this for sure. Now I can't spend more points. Oh well. We'll apply those later. So he can't use his other new stuff yet. I'm gonna have everybody pretty much popping on Field Alchemy for now, until we start getting into later game stuff. Relay is still coming up very soon, but not quite there yet. He will get Recruit, though, because I want to have that at least on somebody. And wait a sec. No, you're going to get Anatomy. That's going to be a bit more important to train up for now. Alright, Discount Warren is in really bad shape, actually. I didn't realize that he was on his last legs here. That's problematic. Well, if he dies, he dies. War as hell and all that. These ones, I don't particularly see what I would really want to spend points on them for right now. At least not until they get some better skills down the line. Archers are, by and large, boring but efficient. That's their whole shtick. And what else? No sense in giving her that, because she can't really use it effectively, but Anatomy, quite nifty. Her accuracy has actually been far better than I would have expected. Alright, now... Okay. Her equipment needs to get better, though. Because her avoidance is already naturally very high, and I want it to be even higher. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and, no, we're gonna say nice mix of health and tankiness here. Or evasion and tankiness, rather. So, helm and vest. Boulder Spear is gonna be pretty fantastic, because we don't have those yet. Actually, are they buyable yet? Yeah, they are. I absolutely could have upgraded some people already. Alright, first things first, yeah, it is time to buy some baller crap. So, to that end, what can we afford? Alright, that's almost one weapon! Yay! How much are these going to go for? Not enough to warrant selling them. Listen to stuff I'm never going to use. Sleep, already in use. Vulcan Lance 2 I will use, Cragfell I won't. Wait, do you already have Vulcan Lance 2? Learn it. Learn it good. Also, actually, there's a little oversight. Still shows Vulcan Lance when learning it, but it's Magmorb. Hang on, gotta go spam rakes real quick. Bam, spamming done. I'm just like keeping the Discord page up at this point in case anything cool comes up. And instead of doing the usual spamming them about stuff that is actually impossible in every possible capacity to change. I'm sure I get annoying with that. Alright. Get this axe. Probably should have gotten the Boulder Blade, but he's doing alright for now. Most of my units already have upgraded stuff, so there's not a huge necessity to upgrade them immediately. Alright, Boulder and Bernie. Get some Sanders wood. Smells like socialism. Or not. Whatever. I'm gonna say I like the guy. Actually, most of his ideas sound pretty cool. It's just weird how all the politics on that go. I really don't know why he gets tossed under the bus so much. Like, every single time that he comes up with something, it's like, there'll be some cool idea going on. And then just immediately, like, the next day after he does something, there'll be friggin' attack ads from both sides. Like, oh no, he's gonna ruin everything. What is your problem? Just let the guy have his day. Do I even have anyone that uses axes? Huh. How about that? I don't have anyone that even uses axes. Good job, Chuckles. Yeah, because Wolfston was the axe guy. And, yeah. Womp womp. Good thing that I just blew my entire budget on a weapon nobody can use. Moving on. Hopefully it'll be useful down the line, what can I say? Alright, take Yosian out, put my other archer in, let's take Alice out, and actually gonna take Warren out as well. Will I? Okay, I'm gonna put Lloyd in. Once he gets up there, he's gonna be amazing. Actually, I'm gonna put Alice back in. No, actually, wait. Yes. There's a story decision that's coming up that will cause Aircell's loyalty to pretty much tank down to its lowest value. So I'm not going to be using her for many fights up until then. Just because it, like, as I understand it, just hard lowers it to 10. And at that point, if she loses any loyalty during a fight, she just bails. So, as a result, I'm not going to bother having her learn much if she's going to go and just leave, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. As has been mentioned previously, the only real purpose of grinding in OV is for the purpose of balancing out your levels so that everyone's fighting on more or less the same footing. Let's see, damage-wise, as a little bit of an example, he's limited not really on his stats, but more the fact that his level does not allow him to use better weapons right now. He's like, half this guy's level, he can still do 31s on him, can still, well, he only does 7s on that thing, but would still poison. I mean, he's, let's see, 40s on him. It's just, in general, it's not really worth risking him on any kind of front line as it is. I might have him run around here to do distraction duty if needed for later in the fight. By and large, the way this ends up going is those golems will move up. They'll end up causing a complete wall. The casters will start doing their thing. The ninjas will start throwing down shadow binds all over the place, keep everyone just locked down. So you wind up with this horrible slog in the center. As a result, you go ahead and drop in some buff items on Sarah. As well as, what's your name again? Rosia. I'll remember once, you know, eventually, I don't know, something will happen. I doubt you're going to be one of the ones that does an amazing last stand like Felicia did. I forgot, Denim needs to be standing next to Felicia permanently now, but... oh well, his spearing skills are needed up here. No joke on the related topic intended there, I just mean, he has a spear. Just... yeah. We'll leave it there. We will definitely leave it there. I got a little bit more than carried away when all that happened. But such is life, I suppose. I want to do with you. I kind of want him on this right side. The stupid bush is in the way. Yeah, yeah, that's gonna happen. Just dull your sword on that thing. Alright, I wanted resilience on Sistina, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Instead, let's use a fortify on yourself. So this one's a little bit of a tricky one that's kind of hard to gauge without knowing what kind of opportunities you have. In general, what it boils down to is just hit whichever, you know, just pile up on whatever's currently sticking out at the moment. And kind of try to keep your formation in as much of a line as possible. Alright. I don't know if this will hit. It did. Okay. Man, sidearms are really good. They're just really, really good. So Bane and Sistina here are exactly why this is an absolute cakewalk. Because again, you still have your full party. They didn't end up changing that because you're coming here from different angles and you need your full party otherwise. So you get 3 extra units, so your numbers are more or less even. Actually, I believe you may have more units. Oof. Alright, let's see here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, yeah. You start off with a numerical advantage. You basically have a power advantage. Since, you know, you pretty much always will. But in this case, had a few extra little side grade, well, not side grades, but little upgrades to all their weapons and stuff. It's pretty minor. Honestly, the upgrades that I'm doing aren't worth it at the moment, because they're a pretty large resource expenditure for what basically amounts to 4 potential damage under some circumstances. It's not really going to be enough to essentially decide whether they're going to break through, you know, some particular defense or not. But mostly I just had them all made and set aside for the purpose of seeing all the side grades later, which I guess is going to be fine, since it turns out that some of them will, well, the side grades are supposed to be actual side grades. So we'll see how that goes. Apparently it's going to be stuff like resistance shields instead of being physical ones, or you get like weapon classes that essentially can get a different type of effect instead of more damage or something. And that was the, you know, the logical step. It's a good one, and I can't wait to see what he does with it, or what he has done with it. So this right here, by the way, this is a move that always boggled me, because in some cases, if there's a 2-tile jump like this, you can still use your spear there. This is not one of those times. This particular map, I've run into spear users wanting to use that particular tile many times, and have run into that same issue where the spear does not want to go that one particular time. In some cases, they're like, okay, you aim for that one guy that's 2 tiles over, that's the same elevation, and also magically hit the guy under them, like just presumably ramming it through their eye socket and into the other guy's crotch. Which is, I mean, as far as excessively descriptive situations and overthinkings go, one of the weirder ones you'll find, but, you know, there's no other way to describe what it looks like there. Point being, I don't know why that particular tile doesn't want to be nice. Never has, never seems to want to. Then again, sometimes the trajectories on your shots don't necessarily make sense either. There are rolls, but I feel like sometimes there's some hidden aspects that they don't want to mention. Can you hit this guy? Yes. Pretty hard, too. Okay, so we're pretty much tearing these guys apart. Like, if you're able to break down their golems like this, they've got nothing. They can get some pretty decent damage going otherwise, but if you can break through their golems, it's just... there's really no contest anymore. Yeah. There we go. Do all that sort of thing. Healers, please. Alright, he's gonna take him out. Yeah, they're losing like 2 units per round now. Not a fight anymore. Oh, please don't. Okay. I would like to keep Bane around if it's possible. Sistina, I'm not worried about. Which, by the way, Rakes, when you were asking about how Sistina did in this fight, yeah, no, she walks around and just goes on a complete murder spree with absolute impunity. Because, yeah, the Baldur stuff helps her out with the usual stuff that it would help out with. Not to mention the fact that she's basically got seemingly higher stats for this fight. And, yeah, general fastness does a pretty good thing for her. Alright, we'll see if Lloyd can pull any units his way. Their poor healers back there just like watching in abject horror. They're like, well, they just tore that ninja's arms completely off. Maybe... I don't know what we can really do about this at this point. Like, well, we sent some friggin' demon guy out there, maybe he'll do something. Nope, it looks like they just caved his skull in. Well, I mean, I guess we'll go in ourselves. And just start healing them and pray for mercy. But it was already too late. These guys don't have a spare option. That's also not the unit I thought it was. For some reason I was thinking he was Soba. I'm not sure if that's a weird translation of a Japanese name, or if, like, it's supposed to be a Pacific Islander name or something. This is the decoy one. No, he actually sent himself. Okay, in that case, we're gonna spare your dudes and go straight for just puncturing you in the lung with this thing. Maybe just go ahead and scare one of these folks. You know, I'd ideally like to see this one gone. There we go. Just tremendousize some arrows into his beard. Needless colorful narration. Go for it. Wow, that actually hit? I mean, go claim your loot, I guess. And your XPs and your levels. Well, that's useless. Right. More than likely... Okay, I thought that was one of their healers that was about to get a turn. I'm gonna say more than likely Alice and the Razia will be able to just end him at this point. Hey buddy, bye buddy. Enjoy that javelin to the rectum. Man, that is quite a lot of money though. Like, if you were offered 30 grand to basically get all of your friends together and fight a guy that was basically named a traitor to the country, that's a pretty good deal. Reminds me of this video a friend sent me a little while ago. They're like, hey, would you friggin' accept $18 trillion or something to step on a puppy? And it was just somebody going on a rant of just like all the awful things they would do to that puppy for friggin' $18 trillion. Like, it is not an acceptably low price. Like, hell, $10,000 would be enough. Like, throw this puppy in a wood chipper, but no. You have to make it 18 billion. That's not even a question. You just go open a puppy mill with that 18 billion. You lie. You can't even use a bow. You lie. Yeah, that's gonna... whatever. Pull out a shield or something, you know? Yeah. Well, you're totally not gonna die by the next cutscene. I mean, how would they know who was on the boat? They just took it from pirates. She has a point, although she is her sister too. And now she suddenly cares. Well, they're gonna assassinate a dude. It's actually a good plan. I mean, basically they end up just toppling one guy, and then probably the power vacuum would end up causing a whole other issue. But that particular guy is a bit of a douchebag, so there's that. It probably would cause other problems, but still. Potentially they could take over for leadership, but still. No one's gonna like them because of where they're from, so... So what they want is pretty much absolute chaos. So they want to just go assassinate him, then essentially all three of them are stuck leaderless and broken. But yeah, they want their people to take over. Exactly. For once, she's actually talking sense. Yeah, then that's basically going to be every country ever there, Sistina. Yep. Yeah, they managed to capture him. Denim just sees him kill himself. Yeah, we're totally not going to join him or anything, by the way. Okay, here's the problem. Like, she's the one with the lofty visions here, but... Although that is a good point. Don't begrudge your aids. Never mind, horrible joke. So she's saying basically, yeah, go ahead and take her, but they're still gonna do their stuff. Well, conveniently, you have a king and queen here. It's kind of a major deus ex machina and kind of throws a lot of the story out of kilter, if you ask me, but Oh well. Again, that is basically like every country ever. That there's no exceptions as far as I'm aware. I mean, hell, even Hawaii was once its own thing, and that was like... Just go read up on friggin' Kamehameha. It's nuts. Like, the guy pretty much spent his entire life doing a bunch of wars and just, like, wrecking the friggin' hell out of everybody around him. And then finally one day, like, the Dutch show up and they're like, hey, so how about this sweet gun technology? And he's like, yes, I want all the guns for everybody, please. And then he proceeds to have even more wars. It's pretty insane. Why would you ever kick her out? I mean, I guess it's more for role-playing purposes, really. Here's the funny part. Like, I was mentioning the comparison between the two of them. So, Togre and Sui, as I'm gonna go ahead and call them. It's like in this one. You're constantly given these options. But it's one of these cases where basically one option dooms a character, and the other one recruits them. Whereas in Sui, it's like a 50% toss-up of, like, here's what may doom a character, and another one that definitely won't, but you don't know if the game's actually going to let you do it. Kind of found it funny between the two of them. Was planning to go through that Iron Man of that one with the intention of trying to just off as many characters as possible. Yeah, there we go. Good call, finally. Well, I mean, you guys were a couple in another timeline, but whatever. That's fine. I mean, she's basically a free recruit later anyway. And you get a free sweet pirate friend for doing so. I gotta question what the deal was with Captain Elrig being friggin' metal as hell. And, yeah, we're gonna see that this time around. Because the deal is, the Liberation Front pretty much gets their friggin' anuses handed to them. And later on, you find them again in Kadriga. Or, no, I think it was Kadriga. So, you go back there, and there's basically an option of, do you want to fight these guys, or do you just want to accept them into your party? So why wouldn't you? But at any rate, that's where you end up getting Elrig. He has this friggin' sweet look now. Guy looks like a proper sea captain looking guy, and it's all good stuff. Alright, now. You are... Do I want to make her a rogue? I think I want to make her a rogue. Because I kind of want a crossbow rogue. And her dex should be really high. Alright, we'll see how this works out. Got points, she's got crossbows, I already have spear users. You know, view immediately the comments on this that I've done everything completely wrong and ruined the game forever, but... oh well. We'll see if this results in a win or just gets everybody killed. Alright, Archaeopolis of Rhyme is going to be next. That's going to be a whole stick in the mud, but we'll get to it when we get to it. Anyway, see you then.